Hey guys, here's the computer I got earlier. You know, I saw the meters on it and had to get it. It was at the dump. Okay, so a VU meter and a temp meter and a fan speed meter. If I were to have a non-Apple computer, my Mac is getting picked up tomorrow. But if I were to have a non-Apple, this is probably what I would get. You saw me pick it up. Maybe you didn't. I did a scrapyard video earlier and this was there. This is metal. It's got like 7 fans in it, I think. 1, 2 in the power supply, 3 there, 4 on the processor. Let me get you some light. 4, and then there's 5. Where did I see the 5th one was? Under the somewhere. 5, and then 6. There's one of the blower types here, which is, oh yeah, gonna be mine. In the is that the sound card? Video card, sound card, video card. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fans in this thing. This is the side. It's got the chute there. I think it's an 07, but I had to get it because of the meters. So here's what we're gonna do. New project. Gonna take focus. Gonna take this front panel here and turn it on its side and put it in some kind of a small box, or you know, maybe cut this here. We're gonna have left output, right output, and line voltage. That's what we're gonna do with this guy. So anyway, I plugged it in earlier. It's got a power switch on the back of the power supply, and then I hit the power button here and it came on. All the LEDs came on. There's LEDs here. These are a cool blue. And it worked. This was a spaghetti mess in there, and like I did on this guy, that I just made a little. I made it, as my friend said, "You made a power supply out of a power supply." Great. Anyway, put a light on it, switch, and tied in a couple of. This is an older one there, but you tie a couple of the wires together, which was green to ground, and it fired up. Doesn't need a dummy load. This one here beeped and beeped until I cut it off manually back here. Here's the back of the thing here. It actually has surround in it. It has like several speaker outs, as you can see there. Which, I don't know, maybe it's a decent little computer at some point. But here's the power supply, and I'm going to try to figure out a way to use this and some other. I have several other computers. I don't know if you can see them. They're you can use to make a desk right now. I have like 5 computers, and I want to get all the power supplies out. And I know you can't hook them up in series or parallel, but there's got to be a way that you can use them all together and get some serious juice out of them. So here's the output of this one. I thought that said 33 volts at first at 38 amp. I was like, wow, awesome. Hell no. It's 3.3. Of course, like all of them are. So you got 40 amp at 5 volts. What good is that? Can I transform that somehow into something better? I'd love to have something a little better, a little more output to do my projects with and stuff. So this thing may have been built custom. I don't know if they bought the case. Let's see if I can show you, if it'll ever focus. There we go. So I got a look in here and I unplugged it. It's still got some memory in there. I don't know if this thing's worth crap or not. It's probably got a bad hard drive in it. One thing I noticed here was someone did something like that. Why you'd ever do that, I don't know. That goes, those are the 2. This is just power, I guess, to the LEDs and meters, lighting there. And then it's the, well, that's the power there. I don't know, it's got a bunch of power running this front panel. So I guess I'm going to delve a little deeper and try and see if that's all to the meters. And there's a small board in here. I guess I should show you that. Maybe I should. Let me see if I can get this off real quick. Again, like I did earlier, let's just pry it off. I'm not going to keep this thing. I'm just going to use it for a project. Let's grab old good old trusty. This is just my inside the house toolkit. I don't have much of my good stuff in here. That in this box over here, but I seem to lost my good Klein. So we'll get the old Craftsman out wherever it went and see if I can pry this off and show you. There it is. Okay. I had this pried off. I know it's not the proper way to do it, but I don't care because this is just going to be used for a project. I've done it before where I had 2 meters and I did VU left and out, left and right out, and then the line voltage in the middle. I don't know what I did with it, so I'm going to I'm going to build that again, and may need to keep this panel here. I'm probably going to use this front panel as my what I'm going to use that for. So all I'll have to do is change the background there. But these are actually, look at there, there's my fingers, pretty good sized little meters, man. I was impressed. Of course they're taped on, but they're not the super cheap ones that you normally see. Of course that's taped on, that's really super cheap. So I guess here's the, let me back up just a little bit. Here's the driver for it here, and a little transistor or chip there. I don't know, it looks like a transistor. Some light over here for you. The yellow caps I think are the higher grade ones. I don't know what kind they are. I guess you don't really care, but yes, I do prefer tube stuff. But I love meters, so if I can get this to work for what I want it to do. You had VU, volume units, which I thought that was killer, trimmed out. You know, that's plastic of course, but no it's not, those are metal. Neat. So yeah, it was worth saving from the jump. Yeah. Temp, which I found the temperature sender, I think was here. Y'all tell me if this is, looks like something that yeah, I think that's the temperature sender there, because it was just kind of shoved in there somewhere. It wasn't really on the main board or anything, which I guess is internal temperature. And then you had fan speed, which is excellent. I love stuff like that. You know, why do you need to know? Hell, I don't know, but it's just good to know. So I'm going to try to get this driver board out here, and then I guess I'll have to figure out the sending for it. That's just a power supply there. Whatever that says there. Trying to focus on this for you. It doesn't really say. Yeah, the power supply is here. I know that. I've traced that out. And then you know, just the drivers. You got an LED in each one, and then the signal and ground for each one of the meters there. And then these wires here. Okay, never mind. Those come from the bottom, and they are right here. So those are your LEDs. I can use all this stuff. Now, there's an LED on the top here that shines and lights this area up here, kind of like a rockola, I guess. I could put some bubbles in there, it'd be cool, but what do you think about that? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this thing and turn the meters this way, orient them that way where I can lay this flat and use it on top of a stereo. Maybe with my big carbon amp or something, whatever, have a variable resistor on to where I can, you know, whatever amp I'm using, just vary the, I've done that before, I know I can do it, just vary it with not a rheostat, but with the wiper in it, what's it called? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with these guys, and keep them lit, and maybe have these guys here left and right run to the signal where they get more intense with the signal coming out of the amp. I thought that'd be cool. And have these light up. They light up a really cool blue. I'll just have to get, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I guess I'll have to get some new Scotch tape to go on there. It's going to be something hard to find. No. Okay, but I thought they were pretty good. They're not like the newest, cheapest Chinese meters you see in some things, but for a computer, an 06 computer, very cool. I mean, it's something that I would love to have. This would never sit, if this was my computer, it would never sit on the ground. It would be sitting up high where I could see those meters, and they would definitely be turned where I could see them. And I can see our battery's about to die, so let's plug her in here. But that's what we got. I can see there's some memory in there. Don't know if it's any good. I don't know if this, I'd love to find a way to use this CD writer without having it in the computer, or tie that into my Apple Mac that I'm going to get, because I don't think it has one. And the hard drive, I believe the hard drive had a fan down there somewhere too. Not on it, but in the front. Yeah, there's a fan in the front there. You can see the stuff there. Dust. Skin cells, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not able to turn this thing back on. It cut on, I cut it off, it was going beep. So I tried all the normal things you'd normally do. I took this plug out here and I tied the green to ground and put a dummy load. Where's my resistor I had out? A dummy load on it, a 10 ohm, 10 watt 10 ohm resistor on it. It was right here. It must have fallen down somewhere down here. Anyway, I did have that, a ceramic resistor, and I still couldn't get it to turn on. So if anybody has any ideas, I guess I'm gonna have to trace this out here, and I want this thing to run in the box with or without the motherboard. I guess some of the meters will still work, but I just wanted to kind of trace it out. I think this is probably a decent power supply. It's got to be better than that other one I'm using. This one says a max of 540 watts. It's all right, I reckon. That's 3 and 5 and 12 volt. You can't put them together, I know, but anyway, let me know what you think. There's the inside of it there. I don't know what the processor is in it. I think someone built this. It looks like there's a water line here to keep it cool. Yeah, it's a you know, 3/8 copper tube there. It comes from the radiator here over to the water pump there. And okay, no, just kidding. Let's see, let's take this out and look at the chip. I guess I can turn these. I love the way they install the chips on these things. I'm an Apple guy all the way, but you know, some of this other stuff is okay. Let's just take a look and see what we got. It's not going to tell us. Huge heat sink. It's heavy. Could have got, I got it just for the fans. Cool fan there, LED lit. See the LED. Fan in there, fan in there, fan in my hand. Blower fan down here, fan in the front, and there's another one. Oh, a fan in the top too. So I guess it's got 5, 6 fans in it. The chip, I guess we'll just take it out. Let's see what it does. I believe you just pull this lever up here, if I'm not mistaken badly. I've done this a long time ago. I know how to change processors, change bus speed, do stuff like that. I know a little more than the average person that doesn't know anything, but I know that you shouldn't be doing this, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's anything special. Thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, there's the free computer today with the cool meters in it. And if you have any ideas about this thing, or if you need any parts out of it, let me know. I'll send them to you. Pay for shipping. Thanks. Later, y'all.